more color on the wall, and I'm going to scan around. Now, over in the corner, you've got a table and chairs. Pretty simple, but I think Helly did a great job by putting a game of Scrabble right there. I'm not sure who's winning, but but that was a nice touch because, okay, now you know, here's a place I can go and play games as a family or with guests. Then, as we go through, we've got cork boards with, instead of being blank, just some nice, you know, little fish on them and that type of thing. You've got the game room feeling by having the ping pong table. And then instead of blank cubby holes and a little desktop area that's blank, we've got some nice colorful chairs. Just a lot of great things in this room. And again, this was completely blank for the most part, and so this really gives you an idea of the what you can do to a blank room.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else. This is just one of those examples of a completely big, vast room, and if someone walked down here, they might say,
Yeah,
what would I do
with that?
I mean, a no-brainer is the kids and their rec room and whatnot, but how do I really lay it out? And so putting in the ping pong table, putting in the game chairs, we put a little TV on the wall actually here to show.
Okay, yeah, I didn't
Kids
get
can have
that.
their own
Yep.
little party pit
Yep.
and hang out and
Right.
the little kids and watch TV, and so they can kind of be self-sufficient down here,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, the adults have a party upstairs, the kids go down and
Sure.
have their area, and so those kinds, again, getting those juices flowing.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And here's a little something here that I just noticed. We've got the little straw, if you will, in the corner. Is that what we call it? And notice how outside, Helly was talking about bringing nature in. Look at what we have outside and how perfectly it matches with what we have inside.
That's true.
Professional touch.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, that's that great example. I'm glad that you brought that up. It's true, and so you know, and that's why in Colorado we have our windows open most of the time. We love our outdoors, the Colorado, and so that's why the nature is so important to bring in.
Excellent. And I want to give a special thanks to Helly Duncan of Design Matters for a great tour, great tips, and I apologize for the bouncy video, but I really wanted you to get the feel of walking through the home, and this was a real treat. And I think I've been nice enough now to Helly that she might even take me to another property, one that's a little bit less dramatic as far as the home value. This home is over $1 million. I think it's around 1.2 is the asking price, and it's beautiful out in Niwot, great views and everything. But it's not just the big, beautiful homes that you can do something with. So we're looking forward to that, and thank you very much, Helly.
You're so welcome.
We're here today with Helly Duncan at one of the homes that she's recently staged, and I'm going to actually put this at the beginning of 2 videos where we've done some staging. And we went through a house that was a $1.2 million home in Niwot, beautiful house, and showed a lot of what Helly did to that house to bring out the features and create some warmth. Now we're at a different price range. Do you know the asking price on this house?
I don't know. There's a flyer over there.
I will find that out and put it on the screen. But it's in an area where it's not going to be as high of a value area, and so the budget was different. A few different things on this, and this gives you a sense, regardless of your price range, that home staging can still be effective, and I would think in the lower price range is even more effective. Is that right?
That's correct, and this is a great example of working with some of the homeowners' items, even though it is vacant. We did still work with some of the homeowners' furniture and some of their artwork, which helps bring the price down a little bit in terms of what we have to bring in. So it's a great example of that, and just the price variances can be tweaked to budget and the property seller's needs.
Do you ever have situations where you give somebody a consultation and say these various things need to be done? You can do some of them, and I can do some of them, and work the budget that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
One of the things that differentiates me from other stagers is that on my proposals, I put every little detail. Actually put what can go into that property. And most stagers actually, do not do this because they are afraid someone really could take my proposal and go, oh, well, you just handed me the Bible. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But honestly, the amount of money and the time, there's no way. You'd have to go out and buy all that stuff. Mm-hmm. This took us, minimum, it takes us a day and a half, regardless of the size.
Okay. Wow.
So, I just think, more power to you. If you want to, try it out and do it yourself, you've got the information, and just gives me one more opportunity to practice on my proposals. So it's fine.
All right, so let's get started.
Great. Okay.
So Helly is here at the home that we were just talking about. This, we will put the price range up on there, but a little different than the last one we were at, and we're going to start right from the beginning, and I'm going to let you do most of the talking on this one.
Okay. Well, come on in. So this, again, is an example of something that we did that is vacant, but we used some of the homeowners' items. This room was entirely empty, and this is a pretty good sized room. This sofa is pretty big. Again, we wanted to help people visualize what they can do with this room on the layout. Initially, one of the other gals that works with me said, let's push the sofa up against the wall, and I said absolutely not, because in actuality, floating the sofa, and we float a lot of furniture, so that's another tip. Float furniture, make little seating areas and those type of things to increase seating capacity. People always want to know, how many people can I fit in this room? So we floated the sofa and put the bookcase behind there to kind of show people that there's a lot of usable space in this room. This piece right here is...
Sorry,
It's okay.
tripping over stuff here. Okay, just wanted to show that angle there. Okay.
This piece right here actually is not ours, and they have told us that they're going to get it out of here. So we're going to put a bench here eventually when this gets out. But right now, it's okay, it works. And so we try to morph around things that have to stay or might not be able to get moved out immediately. So, and I think it looks fine. I mean, the bench will look more ideal, but this is fine. Touches again that we've done, always do the greenery. We always put pillows on things. If you look everywhere, on every chair we put a pillow. Again, to bring in color and comfort, those two things. And what else? I'm trying to think what else we did. So mostly layout and some of those basic tips.
Okay. Why don't you lead us into the next room?
Okay, so over here is the dining, and in here, instead of bringing in one of our tables, we used one of their tables.
Okay.
It's a little bit more casual than I would put in here, but again, we made it work. And that's where we can combine people's things and with our things. So the table is theirs, and everything else is ours. So, I mean, the table and chairs. So again, we put some pillows on to kind of, pop up bring in the colors and bring everything together, and also just to kind of dress this whole set up since it's so casual. And mirrors again, mentioned the mirrors. There's a mirror in the living room that I didn't point out, and then we got another mirror here. So mirrors.
This is open, so we'll go back and check there it is, right there. Okay.
So just lends to the lightness, the brightness, and making things look bigger.
All right.